I'm here with Susan Shipman from Second Chance. Susan, would you please tell us what Second Chance is?
Yes, thank you. Second Chance is the Domestic and Sexual Violence Services organization for a 6-county area here in Northeast Alabama. We serve Calhoun, Cherokee, Cleburne, Etowah, Randolph, and Talladega counties. We provide emergency shelter for victims that are fleeing abusive situations or sexual assault victims that are no longer safe in their homes. We provide some additional housing services, transitional housing, and then some assistance with setting up permanent housing. We do forensic exam advocacies in the local hospitals. We've been doing that virtually here lately with the COVID-19 virus. Hospitals aren't letting visitors in, and that's what they consider us. We're able to help with some financial subsidies for some of our participants in permanent housing, and we're all about getting victims safe from where they are to where they need to be.
How do you see the benefit or the impact on the lives of those that this organization serves?
Oftentimes we don't get to see the results of our work. We like to believe that there are fewer people dying as a result of domestic violence in their lives, because oftentimes that's the end result of domestic violence. When we do bump into somebody out in the community that has been in our services, it's always a delight to see them doing well and to see a glow. When people come into our programs, sometimes they have been abused to such a degree that they can't make eye contact. They hang their head low. They don't think anything that they do is right. And so knowing that some of the people that we serve do come out the other side and find a life for themselves and for their children that doesn't involve abuse, it's a great thing. Sometimes when we are out in the community doing awareness events or a health fair or something like that, someone will come up to our table and say, listen, you guys helped me 12 years ago and my life is phenomenal. And the reward of that is huge.
That's amazing to see that progress in someone's life. For those out there that are still struggling with situations of domestic violence or have had situations of sexual abuse, sexual assault, things like that, what message would you give to them as far as how they can contact Second Chance and how caring Second Chance is for their clients?
I would just say, to begin with, reach out and make our phone ring, toll free 800-650-6522. Not that that really matters these days. Our local number is 256-236-7233. Make the phone ring and talk to the advocate that answers the telephone. We don't use any answering services. We answer our phones 24/7, and whoever answers the phone will listen to what is going on in your life and offer a safety plan, first of all, on the telephone. We know that domestic violence generally escalates. It can start with the name calling and end up with the bang bang, you're dead. I had a family member that was murdered on August 29th of 2017.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And that's, how can that happen? She had done all the things that we would suggest one do. She had gone to a shelter in a different county to be safer. She had educated herself about the dynamics of domestic violence and the power and control, and when a batterer says, I will kill you, they mean that. They really mean that. It's might not happen tomorrow, but at some point in time, when they start losing control of the situation, it can become a reality. And so make our phone ring and let's talk. And emergency shelter is not the only answer. Some people are freaked out about the idea of coming into a communal shelter and being among people that they don't know. And actually, it's a good thing to be among other survivors of domestic violence, to know that you're not the only one that never got it right. Victims work really hard to figure out whatever it is causing the domestic violence. Is it the way I make the bed? Is it the way I park the car? Is it the way I cook the dinner? It's none of those things, because it's about power and control. And it doesn't matter how well I cook that sunny side up egg. I've cooked the wrong one out of the box. There's no way to get it right. And so we work so hard at trying to figure out how to fix us when we're not really the ones that are broken. And so make the call, let's talk, and let's see if there's something that we can do, to help. To help you if you're staying in the situation, because we know that happens a lot. Victims are 5 to 7 times they're going to try and flee a domestic violence situation before they stay gone, and we know that. And so we know that statistically, people that come into our programs are going to end up back with the batterer. We know that. But we want them to be safer. If they're staying, let's talk about some ways to stay safe. And so just making the call and having a chat with some of our people. We've got a counselor that you don't have to be in any of our other programs to meet with our counselor. You could come in and meet with one of our other advocates and see if we can help you with a different form of housing, so that's step one, to be able to have another place to be besides there with the batterer. Sexual assault victims, that's not your fault either. You don't walk out the door in the morning planning to get raped later in the afternoon. And it doesn't matter what I'm wearing. It doesn't matter, what I've done. Rape is another form of power and control. And it's not about sex. It's about taking what I want when I want it. And it's an ownership situation. And, if you've been sexually assaulted and it's been some time, make the phone ring. Let's talk about it, and let's see if we can work through some of those things with you. Our counselor is phenomenal, and so anybody that needs help with working through domestic and sexual violence issues should make our phone ring and get an appointment and see if we can't talk it through.